Hi everyone, welcome back to E-commerce Success by Ad360. Today we have the new inflation data from the US CPI, the Consumer Price Index. And everybody is talking about that because the inflation is crazy high, 8.6% in consumer prices in May, which is the 40-year high. It's really crazy. Inflation is accelerating super fast. But there's a super interesting phenomenon because at the same time, e-commerce might not be subject to the same price action. So let's look at the data, let's look at what's going on specifically in e-commerce, and you'll see it's quite interesting and it may affect your business in a different way than what you may expect. Before we jump into the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, tell us what you think. Are you affected? Are your costs of products sold increasing? How is it affecting your e-commerce business? I'd be super happy to get more information and feedback from the community and see how it affects us as business owners. This video is brought to you by Ad360. It's the easiest way to start advertising all over the web. Besides just Google ads and social media, you can run ads as display, video, native ads in hundreds of millions of websites all over the web and in mobile apps, but more on that at the end of the video. Okay, let's jump into the content. So you've probably heard today we got the new data, the CPI, Consumer Price Index, that was released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics in the US. And so basically the number is crazy high, 8.6% in May, which is the 40-year high. So look at the graph. The inflation hasn't been this high since the 70s. It's really crazy. And so it's accelerating super quickly, as you can see. And everybody is panicking about this because it may be the beginning of a recession. We made a video about Elon Musk's bad feeling about the economy the other day, and we saw what you can do or cannot do about this. But let's look at something interesting because everybody's going to talk about that today. But one thing that I didn't see in many video or news articles is that there's a different phenomenon happening with e-commerce at the moment. And if you look at this interview, so that was yesterday, Adobe CEO says e-commerce is seeing price decreases and they expect strong future growth for online shopping. And more specifically, I found this article that have specific data which is measured by Adobe, and they have this Adobe Digital Price Index, which is specifically looking at online prices in e-commerce websites. So the Adobe Digital Price Index. And the conclusion is prices dropped 0.7% month over month, and the majority of product categories saw price decreases. So while the economy is burning up and is overheating and all prices are going up, specifically on e-commerce websites, online prices are going down for the majority of categories. Now, it depends a lot on the categories. So as you can see here, let me see if I can make this a bit bigger even for you. Okay. So we have the categories on the left here. I think you can see everything. So you have the categories on the left: electronics, personal care products, office supplies. And here you have year-over-year price changes. So for example, electronics is 6% lower than 1 year ago. And even if you compare month over month, so compared to last month, it's minus 1.37%. Now there's a big disparity because some categories are down a lot, like electronics, online toys, 6.5%. Other big categories, computers down 7%, jewelry down 3%. But you also have categories up a lot. Pet products 9%, grocery almost 12%, tools and home improvement almost 10%, flowers 10%, medical supply 10%, apparel 9%, 11%, 9%. So you see there's a big difference between category to category. But what's super interesting is this is year over year, but if you look at month over month, you see even for some of the categories that are on the higher side compared to last year, like apparel, it's actually down 1.5% compared to last month. So things are coming to a halt on e-commerce. Why is that? I don't know for sure. I don't have a crystal ball to understand precisely what's going on in the economy. Does this mean that e-commerce is in advance compared to the rest of the economy. And maybe this is the sign that the inflation is going to start slowing down for the rest of the economy as well. Maybe e-commerce players, they're more data driven, they have more information, they're quicker to react and act. And so maybe they've started to reduce prices because they're just in advance to the rest of the economy. And maybe everybody else is going to follow suit, and maybe in the next few months we'll have inflation coming down again. Or is it that e-commerce is becoming super competitive and that people have got stocks again and they need to get rid of that stock at all costs, and maybe people are buying less frequently, and they're losing market share, and they need to reduce prices to attract customers and get the business rolling, which would be a bit less optimistic. So you have two ways of looking at that. Of course, not everybody has pricing power. You may not be able to reduce prices. Maybe it's already, slightly profitable. And as the prices of gas goes up a lot, if we look at categories, we have gas is, up almost 50% year over year. So for sure, price of deliveries is going to come up. The cost of delivery is going to come up. Costs of getting the products together if they're assembled in different parts, and they need parts to go from one place to another factory and stuff. So the costs of products of goods being sold is going to come up as well. So maybe your cost of product is going to increase, and at the same time shipping to customers is going to be more expensive. And if there's a lot of competition and you don't want to lose market share of customers, maybe you have to hit a bit your margin, and you have to keep prices the same or lower prices. And so one big problem might be that some of your products, which might have been slightly profitable for a while, because of these changes, they might be less profitable, and maybe ads are not profitable anymore. And so one way to get out of this problem, in my opinion, would be to try different form of ads. So of course, I'm preaching my thing, because I run ads. That's what we do at Ad360. So Ad360 is the easiest way to start advertising all over the web. But I tell you to consider maybe cutting some of the ads that are not working out for your business. If you're fighting for the same eyeballs like everybody else, trying to get your ads in front of people on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or on Google Ads, just know that there are other avenues to be explored. And you can run ads on news sites, on blogs, on small websites, on mobile apps. And all these ads can be a lot cheaper. They can bring qualified people from context relevant websites that talk about your topic, what your brand is about. Your product can be related to the topic of the website, and you can run ads in that context. And everything that we've seen on this website, like all these ads on the top, on the side, even pre-rolls. So before the videos, if you have a video player like that on a website, or you have videos on the side, we can run video ads for your business on these websites, on Yahoo, on CNBC, on Fox News, CNN, and also on small blogs. If you're selling gardening tools, you can run ads on DIY gardening websites. It's super easy, and so this can be a great way to bring customers at a lower cost. So I made a few videos last week about the Levi strategy and how they're not being pessimistic in this environment, even though everybody's talking about bear markets and hurricanes to come in the economy. Levi is actually planning to triple their e-commerce sales in the next few years. And so my personal opinion is that if you're watching this channel, you're probably a small business. You shouldn't be too pessimistic about inflation and the economy, and you should try to find solutions, be agile, try new things, test things out, change what you used to do that doesn't work anymore. And so maybe trying new ads is one way to do that. Maybe other things, try to find new suppliers, new way to ship your products. Try to be competitive, be agile, outsmart your competitors. And if you want to at least test different ways to do ads that are more profitable, you can try out Ad360. The app is available on Shopify and on WooCommerce. Contact us if you're on WooCommerce. And even if you're running a business outside of WooCommerce and Shopify, you can still use Ad360. So use the first link in the description to try the app for yourself, or the second link to book a call see a demo, discuss with the team, and see how we can help you run ads that will increase your website traffic and your sales. I wish you a ton of success, good luck, and see you next time. Bye.